Hey, good morning. We have a really interesting Christmas catalog to review. This is something I haven't seen done too often, but it's a 1917 Butler Brothers catalog, and I want to go through a couple of key pages. So stay tuned for more details coming up. Okay, we will see how long this lasts. But the Butler Brothers catalog is 1535A, 1917. And in 1917, you get a lot of wicker toys, pot toys, brooms, trying to show people what they need to do, and drums. Kind of a baseline. And you get into what looks like possibly stiff imported items, which are quite nice. Horseman dolls down here. Not necessarily the key thing in my book. Velocipedes, which would be the three-wheel version of bicycles. And then you get full-on boys' bikes. That looks quite similar to the real deal. But as we page through and we see furniture, we see cap guns. Cap guns were a big deal. As you page through, you start to see the maturing of toys. Guns, because you want your kids to grow up to go to war at that time. Cowboys, Indians, uniforms. Cork guns. And then as you go, you start to see these automobile things coming. These are fascinating pages in my book because of automobilia starting to come into its own. Trucks, panel trucks, which to me are some of the prettiest, horse-drawn vehicles, and some of my personal favorites end up going to the tin toys as well as cast iron toys. Baby rattles and gags are coming up. And here we start going into American Flyer trains, which them and Lionel were some of the top people, most desirable makers. You get sand toys, Sandy Andy, and those were made of tin. And now to mechanical toys. You start to get to the Charlie Chaplin, which would be a walker. This racing roadster is very similar to what's coming up for auction. Possibly Gerard, and possibly something marketed by A.C. Gilbert. You get into the Dayton Hill Climbers, and then that looks to be a Wilkins toy. Oh, I get a bath. Thank you. Do I get more of a bath? Yes, okay. And then more friction toys. Battleships. What's also fascinating is you get like the early Voltamp and the early H&K electric mechanisms, where you get a electric motor, and then a reducing or increasing flywheel. It's a built-in transmission. So that's an old school transmission. And finally, great Whedon steam toys down here. Walking beams, pile drivers, triple burners, and then iron toys. Hubley, Kenton, and then A.C. Williams. Okay, so we will wrap things up. This may come up from time to time. It's a reprint of the Butler's 1917 catalog, and I believe it was done as noted here, by the Antique Toy Club, the ATCA. I definitely recommend looking for it. This one was done 2016, and it may come up on eBay from time to time. It may come up on Abe Books, and it may come up on Amazon. So just check things out and have a look. When you get data like that from 1917, it's absolutely great. You really get to see what's going on in the world at that time. Have a great day. Cheers from Ed. Take care. And our adopted cat.